Thanks for tuning in to Whether or Not. We got another great show for you today. Veronica's in the studio with your latest forecast. Marissa is going to be talking about climate change, and we have excellent nature in the news stories. So sit back, relax, because Whether or Not starts right now. Welcome to Whether or Not. I'm your host, Michael Priante.
And I'm your forecaster, Veronica Dolan.
Well, Veronica, it's definitely been pretty warm the past couple days, and it's finally cooler around these parts of central Pennsylvania. And I hear that we have a football game this weekend, and there's talk of some rain. What's happening?
Yes, Michael, temperatures are finally looking to be around average for this time of year. We're getting away from those summer feeling days more into autumn feeling days, but yes, we are looking at some rain, but I'll get to more of that in my forecast.
Oh boy, well, for now, let's take a look at some great nature in the news.
Nocticulate clouds are a mysterious marvel of the night sky. The beautiful clouds made of ice crystals are a rare sight, but are they pointing to something damaging in the atmosphere? According to NASA, the blue clouds were first spotted in 1885. The eruption of volcano Krakatoa sent tons of volcanic ash high into the atmosphere. Since then, the clouds that form high in the atmosphere, around 50 miles above the Earth's surface, are best seen below the North and South poles. They are only visible a few weeks out of the year when atmospheric conditions are perfect. Nocticulate season generally falls between the beginning of June and the end of July. According to USA Today, the formations are now appearing in southern regions such as Utah, Colorado, and Virginia. But why are they appearing so far south? Sometimes some scientists say it's a sign that nocticulate clouds could be linked to climate change. These clouds produced in the mesosphere is where clouds generally struggle to form. Scientists think that greenhouse gases may be aiding in this creation. While greenhouse gases generally warm the atmosphere, they serve as a cooling agent when they reach the mesosphere. This could play a significant role in making more of the icy clouds. This is only one theory, and research is still in progress.
Some sad news this weekend, as an 11-month-old boy died after he was left in a locked car for more than 2 hours. At the time of the incident, the boy was under the care of his grandparents living in Chickamauga, Georgia, as his mother was taking a nap after working long hours. After waking up, the mother asked where the baby boy was, to which the grandparents realized what had happened. The 11-month-old apparently was left behind after a trip to their local church. Unfortunately, temperatures that day reached well into the upper 80s. In a closed vehicle, temperatures could reach as much as 40 degrees Fahrenheit higher than what the actual air temperature is. When the temperature gets this hot, it can be almost lethal for anyone staying inside without a method of cooling off. It is highly advised that parents do not leave their children and/or pets in unattended vehicles. Doing so puts them at risk of potentially overheating themselves and causing death.
Volcanic eruptions seem to be occurring more frequently lately. According to Volcano Discovery, there are at least 8 volcanoes currently active around the world. 2 volcanoes in Mexico have been spewing ash and smoke on a regular basis. In addition, a volcano in Japan is threatening to erupt in the near future. Scientists have been studying active periods of volcanic eruptions to see if there's a trend or even if something's causing the increase in these events. However, they have yet to find any concrete answers. Last year, a new study was released suggesting the speed at which the Earth spins may have an effect on the amount of volcanic activity. Some researchers have also said global warming may be to blame. Melting of land ice could relieve pressure of continents. This may allow magma to surge up more easily, leading to a higher likelihood of more eruptions. The link between climate change and volcanism is still not entirely understood. If any of these theories are found to be true, it shows how even the smallest changes in our world may lead to large consequences.
An unseasonably massive sandstorm has been plaguing parts of the Middle East this past week, leaving thousands under a dense, thick cloud of dust. Many government officials have been forced to shut down schools and public buildings, and citizens have been asked to cover up or limit their exposure to the outdoors. It has so far killed almost 12 people in Lebanon and sickened over 2,000. This event is unprecedented, as typical sandstorms don't occur until the start of the winter season. Sandstorms can be a huge health risk, as young children, elderly adults, and people with breathing problems are more prone to getting sick. Although the particles in the air are not toxic, they are large enough to irritate the lungs and cause serious damage. Because the humidity is still high and the wind is relatively calm, this sandstorm will continue to wreak havoc on those in the Middle East through the weekend and into early next week.
Taking a look at our weekend forecast, it looks like we're finally going to get out of that hazy, hot, and humid period that we've been stuck in for these past few weeks. So it's looked like it's finally going to get out of that summer feel and into that autumn feel. But taking a look at Friday, we have this low pressure system that will be moving off the East Coast, and that will be taking the showers that we saw on Thursday with it. However, we also have this low pressure system off to our west. That's going to be moving in Saturday and bringing some rain with it. And as we look into Saturday, again, this low pressure system will still be moving off the East Coast. But again, that low pressure system that was off to our west will also be moving into the area, and this will bring rain for the day. That rain will be mostly in the afternoon and intensifying in the evening hours. So that's something to keep in mind as we have our Penn State game for that day. So you're going to want to grab an umbrella or a poncho or something to try and keep dry for the day. As we move into Sunday, again, that low pressure system, that pesky low pressure system will still be moving through the area, and that's going to be taking the showers again with it. However, some showers will be lingering in the early morning, so that's something to keep in mind. Otherwise, for the rest of the day, we're looking to be pretty sunny. As we take a deeper look into our weekend forecast, Friday, high of 78, and we're looking to be pretty sunny for the day, and we're finally getting into those average temperatures for this time of year, which is around mid-70s. Going into Friday night, we're going to be in the lower 50s for the night, so it's going to be kind of chilly. You're going to want to grab a jacket if you're heading out for the night. Saturday, as we look at our day, 70 for your high. Again, those showers will be in the area for the day in the afternoon, intensifying as we get into the evening hours. Again, keep that in mind as you head out to the football game for the day. Sunday night, again, those showers and still intensifying in the overnight hours, low of 50, so it's still going to be chilly. Maybe a good idea to stay indoors and pop in a movie. As we go into Saturday, a high of 68. Again, that system will be moving through the area, so keep in mind that some showers will still be lingering in the morning. Otherwise, we are looking to be pretty sunny for the day. And now to Marissa as she talks about climate change and you. And since the weekend is going to be looking pretty nice, you can decide to ride your bike, which could reduce fuel emissions, which will help fight climate change.
Of course you hear about climate change everywhere in the media nowadays, but what exactly is climate change? Climate change can also go by the name of global warming, and the main process that affects global warming is the greenhouse effect. Every day we experience this effect, and that's what keeps our planet warm and able to sustain life. There are greenhouse gases in our atmosphere that keeps our atmosphere nice and comfortable. These gases aid by trapping the sun's heat and warmth and keeping it close to the earth. And the recent trend has been that we've been pumping too much of the carbon dioxide, methane, and other greenhouse gases into our atmosphere. Too much of those gases can make the earth a little too warm for comfort, not only for humans, but for all life on our planet. As climate change is already happening, we have started to notice the warming trend in the ice caps affecting plants and wildlife. The warmth can be trapped in the oceans and melt the ice caps at the poles, which will also add more water, thus raising the sea levels. This is bad news for those who live along the shore. Longer stretches of droughts and heavy rain and flooding events will occur, and Pennsylvania's climate will start to feel like living in the southern states by the end of the century. These are all impacts of our changing climate, But there are a variety of things that we can all do to help our planet by making a small step at a time. Penn State is comprised of 90,000 students, and that's a huge increase in population size when everyone comes back for the fall. Some of the ways that the university has helped cut down on its carbon footprint is its recycling program. In every other dorm and university hallway, as well as common areas, there are labeled recycling containers. Each has a specific article that can be placed in the multiple bins. Many items allowed for recycling are items that you wouldn't normally think would be recyclable. Transportation and exhaust fumes from cars and other motor vehicles is a large part of the carbon dioxide that has been warming our atmosphere. Carpooling or taking the bus is one of the best ways to cut down on the use and the burning of fossil fuels. Fossil fuels release carbon dioxide out of their exhaust and mixes it with the atmosphere, and is a large contributor to the warming of the atmosphere. Not only will carpooling or even taking the bus cut down on the consumption of gasoline, but will also save you money. Biking is also a great way to get around campus, and a healthier alternative. Penn State is a bicycle-friendly campus, which means that bikes are more than welcome. There are plenty of areas to safely park your bike outside of most university buildings. Next time, think about what you're throwing away, and can it be recycled? Or take the bus or bike to work or school. We can all make a simple step to make our world a little greener. For Whether or Not, I'm Marissa Lautenbacher.
Taking a look at our extended forecast, starting with Friday as we look at our weekend recap, we are looking at pretty sunny skies for the day, just a few passing clouds. It's going to look like a pretty nice day, high of 78, low of 53, so we're finally going to be in the average for temperatures this time of year, which is around mid-70s. Saturday, again, that low pressure system will be moving through the area, so rain will be in the area for that day, something to keep in mind. It's going to be pretty much in the afternoon, intensifying in the late evening hours, so something to keep in mind for the game on Saturday. You might want to pack an umbrella or a poncho to try and keep dry for the day. Sunday, high of 68, low of 56, and those showers will be moving out. That's going to be mostly in the early morning, so nothing to worry about for the rest of the day. It will be mostly sunny for the day. Taking a look at our extended forecast, looks like we're finally going to see fall for the upcoming week. We're mostly going to be sunny throughout the week with a chance of rain for Thursday, so we can see that. Otherwise, temperatures are going to be either in the low 70s to mid 70s for the week. And that's, again, something to look forward to as we finally might see fall for that week. And again, we can even see that leaves are changing through the area.
Well, thanks, Veronica, for that excellent forecast, although I don't know if I can say excellent, as rain on Saturday is not going to be good for the game.
Yeah, that rain is a bit of a downer, but at least we are finally getting into cooler fall-like temperatures.
Well, that's at least exciting. But for now, here's your Weather Whiz quiz. Earlier in the show, we asked you, when was the last time State College maximum temperature reached 90 degrees? Was it A, 2015, B, 2000, C, 2012, or D, 2013? Well, if you guessed D, you are correct. September 11, 2013 was the last 90-degree day in 2 years. But just recently, State College broke that streak, and on September 8, 2015, State College received its 90-degree day in almost 2 years. That's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting, but hopefully we are finally going to get into our autumn weather, as we are also seeing leaves starting to change as well.
Oh, that's even more exciting. I can't wait. But that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to Weather or Not. I'm your host, Michael Priante.
And I'm your forecaster, Veronica Dolan. Have a great day.